was like, oh, isn't that where all those ganger bangers hang out? I mean, gangbangers? Yes, whatever. I was like, yeah, they're there, but if you don't mess with them, they're not gonna mess with you. They pretty much leave me alone. He's like, well, I can't leave this to chance. Like, I'm gonna tell you something that can save your life one day. If you can remember one thing and one thing only from this conversation, just know that if gang members ever try to hurt you, just know that they're afraid of one thing and one thing only. Gay people. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, yes. If gang members were Superman, we're their kryptonite. I was like, get away from me. He's like, watch, one day you'll see, stupid. I ignored him. 2 weeks later, I'm on my way home from a show, late at night, 2 in the morning. 5 gangbangers run up to me. Yo, man, what you want? What you be about? What set you throw, man? What you doing around our hood? I didn't know how to respond. But being a man, you want to defend yourself. And I was like, I squared up. I was like, if I'm going down, someone's getting punched in the fucking throat. But then my 3rd grade math kicked in, and I started to count how many more of them there were compared to myself. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gangbangers. And then in the back of my mind, I heard my boy's Ryan's voice, but it was like a Hey Yoda. And all of a sudden, he was like, be gay, you're gay, you must be gay. Take balls, you must miss. I went from squaring up to all of a sudden just like, what am I doing here? I know. I'm just here looking for the bakery. Do you have any longer in those big baggy pants? Let's talk about your balls right now. They were gone. They're like, run! I was like, I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying, you keep my ass fucked. He never let me forget about it either. He was like, so can I come by? I heard about that little cock body you had. Gangbangers aren't the only thing you have to deal with in Chicago. Chicago's a different place. Chicago's totally different. Chicago's different because of the etiquette people don't have when it comes to driving. Some of you know what I'm talking about already because you're laughing, which means you're an ignorant driver. But these are some of the things I want to point out to you if you don't know. How many of you have gone through the late yellow, early red and got that flashy ticket? You've all gotten it? No. You don't blame yourself. What's the first thing you want to say and do? Oh shit, I hope somebody's behind me. Hoping and praying it's not for you. Eventually you get that ticket in the mail like this. It's not just stuff like that. Some of you do not want to buy an earpiece for your phone. Like myself, or in a recession. How many of you pull this number? Because I know I've done it numerous times. Be driving, I'm on the phone. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm cool. I'm gonna hit that foot. No, don't hang up! There's a cop next to me, don't hang up! I'll warn you, you son of a... No, don't hang up, she fucking hung up! You know what's even funnier? The cops probably know we do it, they laugh at us like, who dropped his phone, stupid? Because all they see is this. It's not just that. If we have in Chicago when it comes to driving, like these bicyclists? So you've dealt with these people. You've seen them. They have their tight little jogging outfit on, a helmet with a little mirror, always yelling at you like you're in the way on the street. On your left! You're in your car lost, like, on your right. I have a lawsuit on my hands right now. How many of you been to New York? Why are you cheering? This is why New York is different. Being from Chicago, we're calm, cool, and collected for the most part. New Yorkers are frantic 24/7. Always in a rush, always walking. But I went to go do a couple shows in New York a few months ago, and I was Chicago Vince, just walking. Walking, going from train to train. But even the old people are rude and quick. Because as I'm walking, around the streets of New York, this little old lady, I can hear her little footsteps. And as she gets right by me, she's like, "Move, stick." So I mugged her. You're not gonna bump me if you're not even happening. Rude. People are rude in New York. I went into the train after that. I had to go from New York to New Jersey to do a show. I got into the train, and it's like our train system. Everything is subways, but people have no etiquette. No fart seat etiquette. Because when you get in, you all get in New York. I got on the train at 5 o'clock, rush hour in New York. Everybody packed in. I jumped in at the very last second, caught that little bar by the door, and I was like, "Woo, I'm in." I didn't think anybody else was gonna get in. It was packed. Packed, people! Until the next stop, and Fat Tony showed up. Fat Tony showed up, and I was like, "There's no way this time." Oh, he's doing it. He's in this movie. Oh my God, what is on my ass? But in his eyes, he was cool. He ran up to me and he was like, "Yo, how you doing, son? You alright? You good? You comfortable? Where you from?" "Chicago." "Michael Jordan, huh? You son of a bitch. Welcome to Brooklyn." Bronx, baby, Bronx. Patrick Ewing should have got a ring. Bronx. He's like, "No, don't cry, don't cry. Welcome to Madison Square Garden." So of course, once again, that still hurts. Welcome to Brooklyn. New York is different. Even when it comes to snow, New Yorkers don't know what to do when it snows. Never have, never will. These people are retards when it comes to snow. Chicago, it snows, what do we do? The grandmother's like, "Malisa, it's alright, Malisa." New Yorkers don't know what to do. I was out there and they had their biggest snowstorm in 6 years. 3 feet of snow. These people lost their minds. You swore Godzilla was walking around the streets. They saw snow and they're like, "Ah! Snowflakes! Where do we go? What do we do?" I'm like, "You can shovel it." "What's a shovel?" "That's why you don't have a ring." We just finished playing basketball. He's like, "Yo, Vince, this is a random comment, but I want to know if you've ever noticed this." He's like, "Have you ever noticed that when certain songs, if you sing it out loud, like other people will sing with you, like even if you don't know them?" I was like, I really don't sing out loud in public. He's like, yo, I was in the men's locker room, and right away I was like, whoa, whoa. If you're gonna sing It's Raining Men, I don't want to. He's like, no, no, no. He told me the song, and he was like, as he was singing it, different guys in different parts of the locker room would take a verse and run with it. I was like, there's no way that happened. He's like, dude, try it. So I'm gonna try this out real quick just to see if it works. And if some of you sing this, I'm gonna cry out of happiness. Your lips said hello, and I said hi. I knew right there you were the one. I was caught up in physical attraction, but to my satisfaction, baby, you're more than just a friend. And if I'm in love, I will be sure the lady is a friend. I'm wondering if there's like an inappropriate song you can substitute that with. Shake your bomb bomb, shake your bomb bomb. And now it's inappropriate to sing in a guy's locker room because Ricky Martin loves cock. I'm a desperado, underneath your window. Why do I know those lyrics? I'm making them. I'll get there sooner or later. Oh my God. You know, there's certain things about, I talked about how I'm like in a weird place with relationships, and there's a reason why. In fact, let me not even say there's a reason why. Fellas, we need to step our games up. Easy, easy. Right away clapping. It's been a while. All right. Fellas, we need to step our game up in the bedroom. Wait. Fellas that go down on their women make some noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 guys yelled and hooted. Now let me reverse it. For the 6 guys that did clap, ladies, how many of your men do a good job? Yeah, you're gonna yell because he's sitting right next to you, of course. Go with my ass! Gonna come like this. Little Chris Brown thing going on there, very good, just well trained. How about that stuff? I can transform it. Whew, all right. You guys together? That was not good. Here's the thing, fellas. Now, there are certain people in the crowd that would love to know that I don't know this knowledge. If they bought a ticket, they're going to get the same show that you guys are getting. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Now, fellas, when you are going down on your woman, do a good job. This is why. Because ladies have this thing where no matter how bad you are, if they love you enough, they're going to make sounds to make you think you're doing good. Listen to the claps. These are all women getting fake orgasms. Very bitter, lonely women. Very bitter. Can you hear the claps of death? That's what's going on. Fellas, when you're going in for the snorkel treatment, you don't go in there like a baboon. You're like, because if you're doing the baboon, your women are going to give you those sounds to make you think you're doing good, so you can hurry up, think you're doing good, and then get out. You may hear something like this. Hi, Poppy, it's yours. No, it's not. It's not yours at all. It's not. What you want to do is treat it like it's a meal. Fellas, like it's something you haven't had in years. Don't bite it. Because if you do, they're going to be like, ah! what I like to call the arch. Good old St. Louis. Chris Brown, Rihanna. Look. Stay with me. Don't look at her. Stay with me. No. I see you like trying to get the corner of your eye. Don't use your peripherals. Does he do a good job?
Do it here.
Oh, he lifted his hand. You fucked up, sir. You're not cool. Get it? You got this medium shirt on. You're feeling Take her home. Take her home. It's been a while, huh? Okay. Lay her down. Get in there. You're gonna look for a little thing. I know you're not Hispanic because you're hanging out with guys I know. What are you? Polish. Pierogi. It's pierogi. It's a pierogi. It's a pierogi. Perfect. It's a pierogi. Looks like ravioli, but it's not ravioli. Okay? You're like, oh God. Pierogi. You ready? You get in there. You're working around. You're working around. You tease it. Tease it. But she's gonna be used to the nonsense. She's gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. You're gonna lay her down. Baby, you ready? Nah, whatever. Yes, it's yours. It's all yours. Whatever. I have laundry. Hurry. I have laundry. We need to paint ceiling. Not paint. When you finish doing whatever you do, paint. But then, Vlad, you're gonna hit her with the new stuff you learned from the Puerto Rican that's dirty. And all of a sudden, she's gonna change on you. Kind of flip. Then you're gonna be like, do you like this? And she's gonna stop. It's probably an accident. He doesn't know. I never taught him that. He know nothing. He know nothing. Are you cheating on me? You're cheating. First time in, I'll get you pregnant. I didn't say I was gonna pay for it, but it's too hard. Didn't touch my roots. Oh, ladies! Oh, I'm so glad. I'm not gonna get too dirty. I have a couple coworkers here. Sorry. Fuck it. This is an even Steven road, ladies. If we're doing what we need to do is meant for you, and I understand that seeing this hanging in front of you isn't attractive. You know what's worse is that if you don't go for it right away, we may end up making it hot into your face. Because we're bad, we're evil, we're evil. Ladies, you've seen us do it like it's cool, like it's a cool trick, like ooh, amazing. But we can only do it a couple times because it takes energy. Like, baby, look, I'm gonna do this for you, but only because I love you. Pay attention, I'm gonna say hello differently. if something happens to you. For example, ladies, let me be the first to apologize to you for how stupid men get in bed when that time is about to happen and all of a sudden we want to become artists. All of a sudden we want to splash.